I am Dr. Atul. I am children specialist. Today I am going to speak about the importance of vaccination. So whenever his baby is born in a hospital or whenever you visit pediatrician or children specialist with your child, you are being constantly advised about vaccination to your child. So is it really necessary to vaccinate your child with available vaccines, and how really it will be helpful for your child? So today I am going to discuss about the importance of vaccination in 5 different manners. First and most important thing about vaccination, that it saves life. So how it saves lives? If you take example of poliomyelitis, or if you take example of smallpox, these two diseases were very rampant and caused millions of deaths around 2 to 3 decades ago. But due to availability of vaccines like polio and smallpox vaccine, now it is the diseases has been eradicated from the world. To prove my point further, we'll take example of measles infection. Measles is a very highly contagious disease, and it spread through respiratory droplets. So somebody who is infected with measles, he coughs or sneezes, he can transmit that infection to your child. So to prove my point, we'll take example of two kids, Ram and Sham. Ram is not vaccinated with a measles vaccine, and Sham is vaccinated with measles vaccine. So Ram, who is not vaccinated with measles vaccine, whenever measles virus attack his body, he will develop natural resistance through defense mechanism of our body. But in few instances he may develop complications due to measles, as it is highly virulent and contagious disease. It can cause pneumonia, it can cause meningitis. Pneumonia means lungs infection and meningitis means brain infection, and in some cases it can cause death also. So in similar way, if you see about Sham, who is vaccinated with measles vaccine, even though he get contact with a measles patient, or he get attacked by droplets, so measles manifestation in the child, he will be protected against the measles and the complications will be less. So Ram, who is not vaccinated, will develop complications due to measles. He will have prolonged hospitalization, and he will may require a lot of support financial wise, and in few instances it can be life threatening also. So to prevent mental, physical and financial trauma, it's better for Ram to get vaccinated. Second most important thing about vaccine is about its safety. Our vaccines are really safe? Yes, they are very safe. So whenever any vaccine is developed, that vaccine has to undergo vigorous reassessment and assessment through regulatory authority. Vaccine has to undergo different 5 to 6 stages before it comes for public use. So in these 6 stages, first 2 stages are preclinical lab testing, exploratory testing and preclinical lab testing. In this, vaccine is tested in a clinical lab before it goes for clinical development or clinical trials. After that, third stage come about clinical development. In clinical development, it has to undergo in three phase trials. In first phase, a few of patients, like you can take 10 to 50 or 100 patients are selected, and the vaccine who has been pre-approved in preclinical lab testing has used in this patient. If there are no adverse reaction or side effects to vaccines, and after assessment by regulatory authority, it has to undergo phase 2 and phase 3 trial. In phase 2 trials, hundreds of volunteers are tested, and in phase 3 trials, thousands to 10,000 volunteers are tested. After phase 3 trials, the vaccine goes for a regulatory review and approval. So regulatory bodies, which are different types of bodies in all over the world, which will assess the vaccine and they decide about the safety profile about vaccine, and then it goes for manufacturing process. In manufacturing process, the vaccines are produced in a batches. So each batch before dispensing to patients, it is tested again, and then it is available for public use. And the last part is about quality control. So whenever during process, before starting and after dispensing vaccine, uh, the continuous quality control of vaccine uh, goes on. So even the vaccine has been delivered and it has been in use, so the regulatory authority keeps watch on vaccine use and its adverse effect, and accordingly they can modify the vaccine use. Third important thing about vaccination is about its effectiveness. So almost all vaccines are effective and they give protection up to 80 to 90%, except a few vaccines uh, the protection is less, but almost all vaccines gives 80 to 90% of lifelong protection. To get this type of protection, two things we have to do. First thing is you have to follow the proper schedule of vaccination. Each vaccine has been divided into two things. First is basic dose and then booster dose. So basic dose, there may be 2 doses or 3 doses, and then followed by booster. So this the 2 or 3 doses whatever has been recommended should be taken at a proper interval and without delaying vaccination. So second most thing about providing foolproof vaccination is giving booster on time. So if you give boosters which are suggested by immunization timetable on the right time, your child or yourself can get properly protected against that disease. Most of the time the parents miss about the booster dose, and which alters the protection for the child. Fourth important thing about vaccination is it provides herd immunity. So what is a herd immunity? Herd immunity means protection of entire population. So vaccine does individual protection plus protection of entire population. So how it provides herd immunity? To explain the concept of herd immunity, let's take example of measles infection. Suppose there are group of children, in that 80 to 90% children are vaccinated with measles vaccine, and 1 or 2 or 5 to 10% children are not vaccinated with measles vaccine. So whenever there measles infection occurs, or whenever there is outbreak of measles infection, the vaccinated children who forms the major part of the that group will not multiply the virus inside the body. So if it's not, since they are vaccinated and they are immunized against measles vaccine, so they the multiplication of virus will not occur, so they will not spread the virus to others. So indirectly 5 to 10% or 1 or 2 child who is not protected against measles will get a passive protection through their vaccine, through the vaccination of other people. So that is the concept of herd immunity. So vaccination provides individual protection as well as the entire population protection. It helps in patients who are immunocompromised, like elderly patients or nursing infants, or who are immunocompromised due to their underlying diseases like cancer or HIV, etc. Fifth important thing about vaccination is it saves family time and money. So how it saves family time and money? Not vaccinating your child properly will cause two type of losses for caregiver or parents. First is economical loss. Child get that disease, they require prolonged hospitalization, and definitely the cost of hospitalization is very much high as compared to that cost of that vaccine. Second thing is it consumes a lot of family time. It causes emotional trauma to family, and it causes mental exhaustion for caregiver and parents also. That's all about vaccination. In case you are delaying vaccination of your child, or in case you are not vaccinated your child fully, let your child get vaccinated and get full protection. Thank you.